Hey there, guys. Welcome back to the Happy Libra. Today is January the 22nd, 2023. And right now, I decided to do a reading on Chris Hemsworth. Why? Because he's smoking hot. That's all. That's all. So, yeah, let's see what this guy is all about. Let's get into it. I haven't looked at it, so let's just do this. I'm going to start from the top of the chart. All right, we found his Jupiter, and I'm going to be using this to let you know what I'm talking about. All right. So, they don't have his time of birth. Okay, so I'm going to have to start over. They don't have his time of birth. What is his sun sign? He's a Leo. Okay, so this is his first house. All right. Now we can start. All right. So, Chris Hemsworth is a sun sign Leo. And he has, his sun in the first house, of course, in Leo. Well, all I can say is if you have your sun sitting in the first house in Leo, then you're going to look like Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, because the first house talks about how we look. It is our appearance. It is our self-image. It rules the head. And do you see how his eyes are so like, it's almost like, I dare you. That's what his eyes say to me. I just dare you. We're talking about the lion here. So the first house is ruled by the ram. It's ruled by the zodiac sign of Aries. But you put Leo there and you get like this. I dare you. I know I'm so hot. You cannot come up against me. Rawr. Like, he totally has that look. All right. So, Venus and Mercury and the moon in the second, in Virgo, that's good for money. And not only is that good for money, but the fact that it's sitting in Virgo tells me he can be very organized about his finances. And that is only a plus in this life. Trust me. Virgo is a zodiac sign that is very analytical. It is very organized. It likes things that way. It doesn't feel good when things are not in order. So he's got his Venus there, which is also a money planet. He's got Mercury there, which is a planet of communication. And he's got his moon there. So that tells me that he's got double money energy. Fantastic for this life. I don't know how much he makes. I don't know anything about him. I just know that he's hot and that he's probably an actor. He's got his moon there, which tells me that this man has control over his finances for sure. He knows what's up with the finances. I say that because the moon is our emotions. Anywhere the moon sits, we are likely to be emotionally attached to. Now, I just said this is a money house we're talking about, and Virgo is there. So I know right away he is emotionally attached to having his money be organized. If he doesn't have that, he's not going to be happy. So he knows what he has, what he's worth at all times. He's right on it. Now, Mercury being in Virgo in the second house. Okay, so Mercury in Virgo, like I read in the astrology books and I have experience with, when Mercury in Virgo tells you off, you're not going to feel so good. So they said in the astrology books, sharp tongue. So this man has a sharp tongue, okay? So you don't want to make him angry because he's going to make sure you understand how he feels. That's it. All right, and also Venus in Virgo is very, Venus talks about how we demonstrate our love, and the fact that it's in Virgo tells me he's a very tactile person. He loves to touch. This is going to sound weird, ladies. I've been around a Virgo man, trust me, I know. He wants to feel your hair. He wants to feel your skin. I mean, literally rubbing his fingers. Feeling your hair, feeling your skin, touching you on your clothes. Don't ask me, I'm not a Virgo. This is just how it is. They want to feel the texture of everything. It's almost like they want to like get into you and like be you through rubbing you. Oh, I don't know. Virgo energy is very thorough. It needs that. It can't be anything other than that. So that's how he shows his love, is by rubbing, feeling. Blech. How much rubbing can you take, right? All right. Actually, forget that I even said that. All right. That was 2, 3. Okay. Ooh, okay. So he's got his power planet, which I'm not supposed to read in these readings, in the third house. Oh, lucky you, in Libra. He's very good with connecting people with people one on one. He has a power, and I just said the word power. He has a power with that, and it's sitting in the third house. So if you were to sit with him one on one, you'd feel like you were talking to a friend. He would make you feel very comfortable very quickly. And he probably does really well on social media. I mean, like he needs any help with when he looks like that, right? Really well on social media. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to go and check this out because I'm curious now. All right, that's all I'm getting from that. So 4, 5. Ooh, he has an interesting fifth house. Okay, so ladies, the fifth house talks about um, dating and love. You know that kind of dating kind of love, romantic love. It talks about children. It talks about like the father. It talks about creativity, and the fifth house is what I always call like king energy. Whoa. He has Jupiter in another king energy sign, which is Sagittarius, which Jupiter rules. This is too much king energy for me. This is triple king energy. Not only is the house king energy, the sign it's sitting in is the king energy. Jupiter is king energy, and it's in its own placement. That's like 4 times king energy. I want to know more about this man, like on a personal level. I would think that he probably lives in a gorgeous home, okay? I would think that he probably drives, when I say gorgeous, I don't mean just gorgeous. I mean quality. I mean when you see it, you know this is the SHIT. Like there's people who like are rich, yeah, but then there's like a king, okay? I said that he has 4 times king energy. So he probably has the nicest of everything you have ever seen. The nicest house, the nicest car, the nicest this. I want to see, okay, I got to pause this video. Hold on. Okay, guys, I don't usually do this, but this astrology was freaking me out. I just did a quick search and I put like Chris Hemsworth home, which right away it looks like a spa resort or something. Like that looks like a hotel. But listen to the title. Chris Hemsworth house in Byron Bay is huge. That wasn't me saying it. This is what the headline says, okay? As revealed by recent photos, Chris Hemsworth house in Byron is so palatial that I don't even know what that word means, but I just read his astrology that it might make Thor blush. Putting the mega in mega, didn't I just tell you? Putting the mega in mega mansion. Hemsworth's new house is big enough to establish an independent republic, dude. Listen, some people might see this and say, oh, well, they're all like that. So I want to prove that, no, this astrology is telling me he is like, no, this is far out of normal. Costs about 20 million, which is quite a bargain considering that, say, Chadstone Shopping Center, to take one example of building around the same size as Hemsworth News House, probably cost about the same. Really? Apparently, the couple built it to replace their 8-bedroom Balinese-style resort home, deciding that Balinese style is no match for a house the size of Bali. Okay, so they live in Bali. Look at this. Look at this. The construction reportedly caused alarm for the pretend superheroes' neighbors at Broken Head. That seems unfair in our opinion, since Hemsworth News House will occupy its own area in Byron Bay. Plus, it's Chris freaking Hemsworth. Come on. Okay, I want to prove more that this is like, he is total king energy. I'm trying to find. Okay, I'm going to pause again. Okay, guys, usually I don't like these readings to be too long, but he has so much king energy, I had to look up more. So listen to this.
As you can see, I'm just lounging around, casual day.
From the rich shores of Malibu to the enviable Byron Bay on Australia's east coast, the name Chris Hemsworth goes hand in hand with sun-kissed luxury. Alongside his wife, the Thunder from Down Under has beefed up his bank balance into the hundreds of millions. And he isn't afraid to spend it all on the real estate bells and whistles that money can buy. Have you ever wondered what beachside Aussie luxury actually looks like? Have you ever wanted a first-hand tour of Chris Hemsworth's house? Well, now's your chance. Let's take a look. Why beat around the bush? Let's dive right into it.
Okay, I think that you've seen enough. I proved my point. This man has come into this life with king energy. We'll check some more of that video out. Let me just finish the reading here. All right, so that was the 5th house. Total king energy. Let's see what else I can get. Maybe nothing. Okay, that's his north node. That's his Mars. Yes. All right, so 12, 11. Okay, so his 11th house talks about hopes, dreams, and wishes. He has his north node, which is your destiny, sitting in the hopes, dreams, and wishes house. Are you kidding me in Gemini? Dude. Gemini is media, social media, making friends easy, the neighborhood. Yeah, and he's got his north node in that zodiac sign in the 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. I'm going to say he's able to easily reach his hopes, dreams, and wishes, and he's not going to have any problem getting the assistance of other people to help him do this. It'll just be like he speaks and it's done. Like, dude, that's amazing. That's amazing. Also, he's got his Mars in Cancer. Okay, in the 12th house. Okay. So Mars in Cancer, he's not an aggressive guy. He's not an aggressive guy. He's more of like very nurturing, very caring, loves being a father to his children, loves being a husband, because if this was a female, I'd say she loves being a wife, loves being a husband. This is like home and family and domestic energy, and he's got Mars there. So Mars is our action. So anything having to do with his family, he's willing to do it. Anything having to do with his home life, he's willing to do it. He's willing to take action on it. This is very interesting. Not only does he have like 4 times the king energy of an average person, but he's also a good partner, a good father, and an overall good person. And he gets what he wants from other people easily. Dude, I don't know what to say. Let's see what's in this video.
Check out the jealousy-evoking, controversial, truly one-of-a-kind mega mansion in Byron Bay that Thor and his family call home. Byron is a coastal town in New South Wales, in between Sydney and Brisbane, for $4,500 per week. It's fair to assume that Chris's mansion could probably double that. Obviously, you can't be living in a house while it's under construction, though. That's why Chris and Elsa opted for a second Byron Bay home, this piece of real estate art in the nearby suburb of Suffolk Park. The Balinese-inspired house looks out of a pristine tallow beach, but it doesn't just offer sublime ocean views. It also comes with its very own private access to the sand. What happened to this place when the family made the movie into a mega mansion? It was rumored that Chris's parents, Lonnie and Craig, moved into the Suffolk Park pad. Clearly, Chris has a love with the Byron Bay area, but why? What made him vacate the glitz and glam of California? Well, here's his reasoning in a nutshell. In LA, my kids had a camera in front of them all the time, and it made my daughter become very scared of photos. She didn't want pictures taken. In other words, they just couldn't take it anymore, so the privacy, seclusion, and laid-back feel of coastal Oz seemed like the perfect adjustment, not to mention the obvious Aussie roots. If to the film's overall profits, which are usually in the hundreds of millions. And when he's not flaunting a cape and hammer, he's often wearing Hugo Boss or Tag Heuer, 2 brands which he has signed ongoing 7-figure endorsement deals with. Then, of course, there's also the hundreds of thousands of bucks he reels in from being a Tourism Australia ambassador. Who remembers that 2018 Super Bowl Crocodile Dundee commercial that turns out just to be an ad for Australia, right? Yeah, now you know what I'm talking about.
This isn't a movie. No. It's a tourism ad for Australia. Yes.
With money flowing in 6 ways from Sunday, Hemsworth can afford to splurge now and then, as we've seen. Although his real estate portfolio is a little more diverse than just Byron Bay mansions. He and Elsa also signed a deed to an absolute stunner of a property in the celeb-centric, high-class, infamous beachside suburb of Malibu. Let's take a tour through, shall we? Built in 1979, this contemporary-style beauty measures 4,612 square feet and is packed to the rafters with style. The first thing you notice are the tall Pella doors, which welcome welcome guests. There's also a large office and state-of-the-art family room complete with home theater, with $50,000 for the property. Not all of his hard-earned cash goes towards fancy houses, though. Some of it goes to fast cars and
look
other
at this.
toys, which I'll touch on in a second, but a lot of it also
That's what I
goes
wanna hear
back
about.
to the community. Chris is a spokesperson for the Australian Childhood Foundation and also played a significant planning and financial role in creating World Oceans Day in 2018, which encouraged people to prevent plastic pollution.
I said he
Although
was a good
perhaps
person.
Chris's most proud use of his money was paying off his parents' debt. It's understood that Hemsworth raked in a cool $5 million for starring in Avengers Age of Ultron. A sizable portion of that paycheck went straight to his parents. As little brother Liam tells it, Chris called his dad one day and asked him to check his bank balance. Craig's debts had been completely cleared, leaving him speechless and humbled. Now, about those fast cars.
Yeah.
Well, not supercar kind of fast, but about as fast as you can get on a range of family-sized SUVs. The Hollywood heavy hitter has been seen driving a $200,000 Cadillac Escalade as well as a sleek $90,000 Audi Q7 in his recurring favorite color, black. Keeping in mind that Hemsworth teamed up with Audi Australia in 2015 as a brand ambassador, there may have been some mates rates involved. To round out the garage, there's an Acura MDX, which when fully loaded costs a little over $60,000, and a Cadillac SRX, which can be reached for $50,000. Most of these cars have enough room for 3 kids and surfboards, which is exactly how Chris likes it. Despite holding the keys to multiple mansions, Chris doesn't like to stay put too often. Alongside his family, he's ventured all around Australia for vacations, anywhere from the warm tropical sunshine of the Great Barrier Reef to the rugged waterholes scattered throughout the Kimberley region.
Okay, guys, so thanks for taking this journey with me. I just wanted to know a little bit more about Chris Hemsworth because his chart tells me that he is a natural king times 4 in his wealth. Thanks for stopping by the Happy Libra. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe.